Jesus.
What's up, guys? I finally got all the stuff I needed to install my new Brembo RCS 19 master cylinder. I'm going to give you a installation video, but before we do that, there are some things that you need to get, and I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so here's our master. Nice and shiny. Can't wait to put this sucker on. It comes with a BANJO bolt. You can't use it on your XSR900. This is a double BANJO bolt. You don't need this. So this is a single BANJO bolt, and it has the M10 by 1 thread pitch. This is the one that you need. Don't use the stock BANJO bolt. Second, comes with a brake light switch. Can't use this either. Okay, it's opposite for our bikes. On our bikes, if you put this on, the brake lights will stay on, and when you pull the lever in, the brake lights will shut off. Okay, opposite of what we want. Now, I did find an exact replacement switch for our bikes, and probably for most other Japanese bikes. This just goes in as the other switch would and works exactly as intended. I'll put a link in the description for those that want to buy this. And also, you need the reservoir. So this is just the Brembo Reservoir. You have to get this separately. So with all of this together, you're looking at about close to 400 bucks. So hopefully it's worth it. All right, guys, first things first. Paper towels. Put some on the tank, and maybe a little bit on the radiator here. You don't want any of that brake fluid hitting your paint. Next thing is we're gonna take the screws out of the brake master reservoir. These are Japanese industrial screws. If you have that screwdriver, great. If not, no big deal. Oh, mine weren't too tight. Just take the cover off, and this rubber piece. Be very careful. Do not want to spill this stuff. So my brake fluid is pretty disgusting. And I only have like 1,600 miles on this bike, but it is from 2019, and I have tracked it about 4 times, so it's probably due for a change. So I'm going to take one of these guys, a syringe, suck some of the fluid out. Alright, so now that the reservoir is pretty dry, I am going to crack that BANJO bolt loose. That is a 6mm, by the way. Alright, now we're going to remove the whole assembly. Disconnect your brake light wires. This is a 5mm. There she is. All right, now is a good time to figure out the electrical situation. This is the stock 2-pin harness for the brake light switch. This is what you're going to need to put in. It's just, it doesn't come with any connectors or anything, so I leave it up to you to determine how you want to install it. For me personally, I'm probably going to cut these ends off of the stock side and just make this really short and just solder it in. It would be easy to remove if I want to. You can just pop the switch off of the master cylinder pretty easily, so you don't really need a connector here. You have to use the brown and the gray wires because when you put the handle on, the switch is going to be depressed like this all the time. Okay, I have the bike on right now. No brake light is on. When you release the switch, brake light turns on. That's what you want. Now I am going to put the Brembo master on. Put it on with the Brembo logo facing up. Actually, you know what? Before I do any of that, I'm just going to pop the switch on. Just because it's easier. That's that. So I got that roughly fitted. I tested brake. The lights are currently off. So yeah, I gotta adjust the switch a little bit. It takes a little bit too long to engage the light. I'm gonna bend the metal switch plate here. Yeah, that's better. It still could use a little bit of adjustment, but you definitely want to get rid of the metal plate. And now we are going to put our BANJO bolt on. Put a washer on. Put your other washer on. And then thread it in. Alright, so that's the position I put my brake line in. You're going to want a crush washer on the bottom, crush washer on the top, and that's about it. Tighten that up to torque spec. From what I read, 12 to 15 foot-pounds. So, I mean, my torque wrench doesn't even go that low, so I'm just going to tighten this by hand. That's pretty good. Alright, so first thing is you're going to put this little rubber grommet in the reservoir hole here. You're going to pop the bracket on top here. Okay, put the big screw in through the top. On the bottom, you're going to put a washer and a nut. There you go. It's loosely fitted. I'll tighten it up once it's on the master. Alright, so they want you to put the mount on the bottom bolt, but I can't on mine because it interferes with my clip-on adapter. So I'm just going to put mine on the top. Alright. It's looking a little better. You guys, I mean, you need to understand that this is kind of a universal fit, so you're going to need to do some tweaking here to get this to work. Alright, so now you're going to pop your hose on for the reservoir. Take this little cap off. There we go. Alright, so here it is in a rough mounting position. At this point, I'm going to start bleeding. I'm not going to tell you how to bleed your brakes. There are plenty of videos showing you how to do that, but I'm going to get started on that now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I completed the install of my Brembo RCS 19 master cylinder. I have it set on the 20 position. I do have a screwdriver with me, so I'll try the 18 when we're out on the road. So let's do this. This needs to get adjusted a little farther out. That's better. So unfortunately, well, fortunately actually, you do lose the mirror mount for the OEM mirrors, but I'm going with a different mirror situation anyway. Since I have the Woodcraft clip-ons, I am just going to get their different bar ends. They have ones that will allow you to mount 7/8 mirrors, bar end mirrors. So I'm just going to go with that. Stock mirrors kind of suck anyway. Wow, get in your lane. Jesus. Ooh, she bites hard. That's different. I like the shape of the handle too. Oh man, she bites. Let's get on a dead end road here. All right, let's do some hard braking. Oh, yes. That's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna adjust it though real fast. I got the little thing off. All right, let's try. Oh, the thing went red. Whatever that means. Okay, so it should be on the 18 spot now. Let's try that. Actually, I'm just going to go straight. There's definitely more modulation in that mode than 18. I guess there's some complaints that you got to squeeze it harder, but I'm not noticing that. I think it feels fine. Let's do some hard stopping. Oh, Jesus. Frank. Damn. I've gotten pretty used to smoothing out my braking. I've only engaged ABS at the track once, and I hope I never have to do it again. Smoother the better, people. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if I want it on that 18 spot though. Feels like you gotta squeeze it more. I kind of like the harder initial bite, I guess, on that 20 spot. we're gonna mess with it. It's definitely better feeling than the stock one. It looks nice too. I kind of got a little lucky with the mounting of the Reservoir. It actually looks pretty good. Man, this bike rips. Hold on, I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna pull over somewhere and adjust this back to 20. Oh yeah, God, I love that. The stopping power of this bike is really good. All right, let's try this again. There we go. All right. Oh, 20 for sure, my friends. 20 for sure. It's got... It feels like it bites sooner. I mean, it's not too big of a difference. But I'm keeping it... Yeah, I'm keeping it on 20. All right, hard brake. Oh, yeah. Looks good. Feels good, I mean. Worth $400? We'll see on the track. But so far, I do like it. All right, let's go for another ride. Oh, hey, dude. That guy on a DRZ. I think it was a DRZ. Yeah, I like this setup. I got the Urgo, the handlebars and everything set up just right too. The this mount is not, doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Yeah, if you're, even if you don't go to the track, I mean, if you just want a better feeling, better brake feeling, definitely go with this mod. Now, if you're just someone that just street rides, doesn't really care too much about performance, the standard master cylinder is just fine. I moved my bars in a little bit closer and it feels better. I guess I had them too wide before. Oh yeah, downshifting with this brake lever is so much better too. Before you go spending $400 on a Brembo master cylinder, try a new lever. It's amazing what a simple ergonomic change like that will do. I love the shape of this lever. And that was after
fiddling around with the positioning of my stock master. Just couldn't get it right. It felt weird, especially at the track when you're downshifting. You get a bike like an XSR900 and you just can't do shit on the street. At least not legally. I mean, you could definitely be a hooligan here and there, but track is where it's at. Yeah. Oh god, I'm fairly certain I can pull a stoppie on this bike. I'm just too much of a wuss. Man, I can't wait to get back at Jennings. It's been too long. This bike is so nimble. It's not a super great track bike, but it is fun. I'm still too much of a pleb to get a bigger bike. Man, I might have to get a new clutch lever too. These clutch levers suck. These Yamaha ones. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Do I think it's worth it? Hell yes. If you are somebody who is seeking out performance and you go to the track and all that, definitely recommend the Brembo RCS 19 for our lovely bikes. XSR900, MT09, whatever. Definitely a worthwhile mod.